Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 7 o'clock main news. In tonight's headlines, the Turkish president arrives in Kuwait tomorrow on an official visit. His Highness the Prime Minister patronizes the Arab Media Forum. A new UN envoy starts peace talks in Yemen as battles rage between Houthis and pro-government forces. And powerful aftershocks continue to convulse Nepal a day after a devastating quake killed more than 2,200 people and injured more than 5,800. His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah received at Sif Palace this morning His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah. His Highness also received His Excellency the National Assembly Speaker Marzouk Ali Al Ghanem. His Highness then received His Highness Sheikh Jaber Al Mbarak Al Hamad Al Sabah, the Prime Minister. His Highness the Emir later received His Excellency the First Deputy Premier and Minister of Foreign Affairs Sheikh Sabah Al Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah. His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah received at Sif Palace at noon today member of the Iraqi House of Representatives Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed Bahr Al Ulum and Mr. Mohammed Ali Bahr Al Ulum on the occasion of their visit to Kuwait. The meeting was attended by the Deputy Minister of Amir Diwan Affairs Sheikh Ali Jarrah Al Sabah and the Ambassador of the Republic of Iraq to the State of Kuwait Mohammed Hussein Bahr Al Ulum. His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah sent a cable of condolences to His Excellency President Dr. Ram Baran Yadav of the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal on the victims of the devastating earthquake which hit Nepal and left thousands of people killed and injured. His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah sent a cable of condolences to His Excellency President Dr. Ram Baran Yadav of the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal on the victims of the devastating earthquake which hit Nepal and left thousands of people killed and injured. His Highness Sheikh Jaber Al Mbarak Al Hamad Al Sabah, the Prime Minister, also sent a similar cable of condolences. His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah sent a cable of congratulations to His Excellency President Jakaya Kikwete of the Republic of Tanzania on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Highness wished the people of Tanzania all the best of progress and prosperity. His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah sent a cable of congratulations to His Excellency President Jakaya Kikwete of the Republic of Tanzania on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Highness Sheikh Jaber Al Mbarak Al Hamad Al Sabah, the Prime Minister, also sent a similar cable of congratulations. His Excellency President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of the Republic of Turkey and his accompanying delegation arrives in Kuwait tomorrow Monday on a two-day official visit. President Erdogan will hold official talks with His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah during his visit. His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah received at Sif Palace this morning His Excellency the National Assembly Speaker Marzouk Ali Al Ghanem. His Highness then received His Highness Sheikh Jaber Al Mbarak Al Hamad Al Sabah, the Prime Minister. His Highness also received His Excellency the First Deputy Premier and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sheikh Sabah Al Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah. His Highness then received His Excellency the Deputy Premier and Minister of Interior, Sheikh Mohammed Al Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah. His Highness also received His Excellency the Deputy Premier and Minister of Defence, Sheikh Khalid Al Jarrah Al Sabah. His Highness then received His Excellency the Minister of Finance and Acting Minister of Commerce and Industry, Anas Khalid Al Saleh. His Highness the Crown Prince later received His Excellency the Minister of Education and Minister of Higher Education, Dr. Badr Hamad Al Isa. His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jabir Al Sabah received at Sif Palace at noon today His Excellency the Minister of Information and Minister of State for Youth Affairs, Sheikh Salman Sabah Sam Mahmoud Al Sabah, His Excellency the Minister of State for Cabinet Affairs, Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah Mubarak Al Sabah, and His Excellency the Minister of Information Affairs in the Kingdom of Bahrain, Mr. Isa bin Abdul Rahman Al Hamadi, on the occasion of his visit to the country. The Arab Information Forum opens officially in Kuwait today under the auspices of His Highness Sheikh Jabir Al Mubarak Al Hamad Al Sabah, the Prime Minister, under the slogan of Interaction Media and Social Media. A number of Arab ministers of information and officials in the media establishment and thinkers are taking part in the forum, which will also be attended by media experts and specialists. His Excellency the Minister of Information, Sheikh Salman Sabah Salim Mahmoud Al Sabah, will deliver a speech at the opening session, which will also be addressed by the advisor at the Emir Diwan, Chairman of the International Charity Organization, Dr. Abdullah Al Ma'toug. Dr. Ma'toug will address the positive role that should be played by the Arab media to defend our humanitarian issues, and will elaborate on the reasons for which Kuwait was selected as a humanitarian centre and His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jabir Al Sabah named as a humanitarian leader. Tensions rise with an escalation of clashes between Palestinian youth and Israeli forces after two young Palestinians are shot in Hebron and Jerusalem. More on this report by Fatma Abdul Karim from Ramallah.
22-year-old Mahmoud Abu Jhaisha is the second martyr to be killed by Israeli forces in 24 hours. Israeli forces opened fire at the Holy Ibrahimi Mosque, targeting the young man, claiming they were attacked. The Palestinian president said those Israeli crimes in Jerusalem and Hebron are systematically trying to reignite the cycle of violence.
Within 24 hours, two Palestinians were martyred under the pretext that they were attacking Israeli soldiers. We believe this is part of an aggressive war waged by the occupation against the Palestinian people and the Palestinian leadership. We must hold Israel accountable for its crimes against Palestinians, including how easily it opens fire on Palestinian youth.
The tension following the murder of Abu Ghannam and Abu Jhaisha yesterday spurred fierce clashes in Jerusalem, leaving almost 50 Palestinians injured as a result. Later in the night, a Palestinian ran over 3 Israeli police officers in a hit-and-run operation, leaving them with injuries. Israeli forces took on a large search campaign, targeting many Arab neighborhoods in Jerusalem and searching houses. Palestinians say Israel is using tension as an excuse to exert more pressure on Palestinian Jerusalemites.
This operation was actually a retaliation, an individual retaliation by Jerusalemites against the actions that were committed by the Israeli occupation, and especially the killing of youngsters and other Palestinians on false grounds of attacking Israeli soldiers.
Israeli forces deployed heavily in Al-Tur and Al-Isawiyeh and closed down access to Shafat and Annata to the northeast of the city overnight, and used grenades, tear gas bombs and fired rubber-coated and steel bullets on Palestinian youth. Palestinians warn that Israel is intending to whitewash its soldiers' crimes. by accusing Palestinians of attempted attacks. And by that, it is pushing Palestinians closer and closer to a renewed cycle of violence. Fatma Abdel Karim, State of Kuwait Television, Ramallah, Palestine.
A new UN envoy is to start peace talks in Yemen as battles rage today between Houthis and pro-government forces, a month after the launch of Arab-led coalition airstrikes. There were at least 5 airstrikes on military positions and an area near the presidential palace compound in the Houthi-held capital Sana'a, while warships pounded an area near the port of the southern city of Aden. The strikes on Sana'a were the first since the Arab-led coalition said last week it was scaling back a campaign against the Houthis, but the air raids soon resumed as the Houthis' nationwide gains hadn't been notably rolled back. Car bombs ripped through commercial areas in and around the Iraqi capital today, killing at least 12 civilians. The deadliest attack took place in Kilani Square, where a car bomb killed at least 5 people and wounded 15. At least 4 civilians were killed and 9 others wounded in another car bomb that ripped through a commercial area in the town of Mahmoudiya, about 30 kilometers south of Baghdad. Meanwhile, 3 people were killed and 13 wounded in a car bomb explosion in Baghdad's southwestern Amil neighborhood. Powerful aftershocks continued to convulse Nepal today, sending residents of Kathmandu screaming into the streets again and again, a day after a devastating quake killed more than 2,200 people and injured more than 5,800. The country's Prime Minister Sushil Koirala rushed back to Kathmandu from an official trip to Southeast Asia as the Nepalese authorities were ill-equipped to rescue those trapped and had trouble maintaining adequate supplies of water, electricity and food. Meanwhile, streets and parts of Nepal were blocked as tens of thousands of people have taken up residence there. The Kuwait Diabetes Society, or KDS, organises second annual camp for diabetic children at the Regency Hotel, part of the Society's continuous awareness and cultural campaign to educate the public more about diabetes. The 5-day event includes various activities, among them training 9 to 13-year-old diabetic kids on how to deal with the disease and how to be self-sufficient. Here is more on the event in this report by our correspondent Salim El-Kindari.
Kuwait Diabetes Society, KDS, is a non-profit foundation that was established in 1996 through the Kuwait Medical Association, KMA. All year long, the Society holds several events with the aim to train the public on how to deal with diabetic disease. This camp, the latest event with a focus on children who has this problem.
Kuwait Diabetes Society have organized its second future camp for kids with diabetes in collaboration with a Sanofi drug company. This camp was between the 23rd to the 25th of April of this year, where it includes 24 girls between the age of 9 to 13 with type 1 diabetes. This camp, it's an overnight camp. Included in the camp, there were the medical team that includes physician specialized in pediatric endocrinology and diabetology, diabetic educators, dietitians, and volunteers. They were one-to-one with the campers, and the program for the camp include some educational material given to the campers about carb countings, how to calculate their carbohydrate intakes through their meals and snacks, how to give their insulin injections, and how to calculate those injections. These are for patients with injections and for patients with insulin pump therapy, which is one of the newest technology nowadays in the diabetes world. All the campers had a great time. It happened in the Regency Hotel, and on the closing ceremony we had a huge festival that include talent show, camp videos, and all the parents were there, where they took lots of photographs with the members of the Kuwait Diabetes Society, the campers, and it was a great success. One of the events that we did during camp is that we took them to Safeco, where the campers did a cooking class with a great instructor and a visit to Beit al-Uthman.
The society aims to promote awareness to prevent and control diabetes through the implementation of best practices and evidence-based guidelines, and by conducting and organizing workshops, courses for both healthcare professionals and the general population. From the Regency Hotel, this is Salim Kandiri reporting for the English News.
Under the patronage of the Minister of Health, Dr. Ali Saad Al-Ubaidi, Kuwait Nursing Association held an international conference under the theme Power of Change for Generations Health. The conference groups consultants from Kuwait, the GCC, Canada, the United Kingdom, Egypt and Jordan. Nurhan Alfi has more in this report.
Under the patronage of Kuwait's Health Minister Dr. Ali Saad Al-Ubaidi, Kuwait Nursing Association held the second international conference themed Power of a Change for Generations Health, with participation of consultants and experts from several countries.
The meeting today is about changing the idea about how the communication between the nurses and the patients, because we have a defect in this topic, and so we have to train our nurses how to absorb the anger or the worrying about the patients if they have anything like in Kuwait. They have to have training about it. That is the most important, and also facing the changing of drugs, treatment, and also of any diseases. There is some different like mutation of the genetic of diseases, and so we have to teach our nurses what they have to do if there is a new diseases and of any infectious diseases also, what has happened in the regional countries in Africa and this one, how to face it, how to protect themselves. It's very important to protect our nurses from these, how the way to wash their hand 20 seconds with warm water, with soap, and not to face the patient directly if he has some flu, fever. You have to wear a mask and goggle for the eyes, protecting them.
We are representing the Public Authority for Applied Education and Training as a nursing institute. Actually, we are presenting today 3 new programs. One of the programs is the health educator, the second one is the sterilization, and the third one is the nursing science.
As well as Kuwait has sought aid and consultation from top-level international experts for promotion of the sector. The conference groups consultants from Canada, the United Kingdom, Egypt, Jordan, and Gulf countries cooperation, including Kuwait as the host.
Conference, it's a very important conference for the nurses to meet with the nursing practitioners and to provide our training programs, whether in clinical nurses or leadership and management. As you know, the healthcare sector in Kuwait is expanding over the next 5 to 10 years, almost doubling, maybe 3 times in some specialties, and there is a huge need to train nurses and keep them up to date, as well as prepare future leaders.
Of course, this all make us a better nurse and a good helper for a patient, and to relieve the patient better, of course. So I will do my job, if I do it before better, I will be more improved, because I see now that everyone's seeing that what I do.
The convention constituted an addition to the enormous scientific efforts for updating the health sector and following up on the approach for promoting health education and elevating quality of the health services. As a step to develop the health sector in Kuwait, Kuwait Nursing Association gathered many governmental and non-governmental organizations to participate and contribute in feeding the nurses' soul by appreciation and honoring them. From Palms Hotel, I am Nurhan Alfi reporting for the English News.
Kuwait Stock Exchange ended today's trading session with a mixed board, and the weighted index dropping to 434.81, losing 1.12 points. The price index at 6,340.85, gaining 9.25 points, and the KSX 15 index to 1,054.4 with a drop of 2.87 points. The number of trades amounted to 6,050 transactions worth 20 million Kuwaiti dinars, with 366 million shares changing hands. And the second Business Continuity Conference recently kicked off with participation of heads of emergency management, business continuity managers, specialists, coordinators, directors and senior executives, along with others. The conference aimed at tackling a number of issues such as program management, embedding business continuity management within the organization's culture and determining business continuity management strategies. Hiba Abdurrahman has more details in the following report.
Business continuity planning and disaster recovery planning are fundamental to the well-being of an organization. Clearly, they are intended to ensure continuity in the face of unforeseen or difficult circumstances. Therefore, the second Business Continuity Conference kicked off.
The importance of the conference comes from the topic the main topic of it really, which is business continuity and disaster recovery. This is an important issue for organization among sectors in the countries, whether they are government or private sector, because it means that once there is a possibility of interruption of daily operation, it means how we will continue. Of course, that reflects not only on the organizational level, but also on levels on the technology level, like how it is related to information technology.
I think the importance of this conference is that becoming part of our business, we cannot work without business continuity system. This is how to run the business in a smooth and reliable in a way that will not undermine our business and continuity.
Kuwait's second Business Continuity Conference was organized as the premier event in Kuwait to provide value for all levels of business continuity professionals, offering extensive educational seminar programs across the 3 days. The conference aimed to create a forum wherein different industries come together and share their BCP issues and what are the various solutions, tools and technology available for the same.
Business continuity is a management practice which allows us to look at the risk and threats to our organization to ensure that the business should remain continued at the time of disasters or at the time of interruption where we have a problem to our businesses or to our any employee or human factors. So it's a comprehensive practice which covers from the people factor to the premises factor to the country and the national and the whole nation.
The conference brought together business continuity, disaster recovery, emergency management, security and legal professionals and executives from multiple industries and government organizations. Kuwait's second Business Continuity Conference, which is an annual event, came to assert the fact that business continuity planning and disaster recovery planning are fundamental to the well-being of any organization. From Holiday and Salmiya, I am Hab Abdulrahman reporting for English News.
For a chance to see our reports again, please visit our YouTube channel at MOI Kuwait News. And to recap tonight's news, here are the headlines once again. The Turkish president arrives in Kuwait tomorrow on an official visit. His Highness the Prime Minister patronizes the Arab Media Forum. A new UN envoy starts peace talks in Yemen as battles rage between Houthis and pro-government forces. And powerful aftershocks continue to convulse Nepal a day after a devastating quake killed more than 2,200 people and injured more than 5,800. Thank you for